One thing is a surety, the UNC is never short of idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please bestow the award of Cackahole of the Month of March to Mr. Wayne Sturge? And they say Mr. Sturge was a top attorney in Trinidad and Tobago, right? Papa yo.
And you know the thing is, Dana Seethal also knew she was going to get killed. She knew. Yes, she did. They are intercepts. So the police is there listening, knowing that a high-profile prosecutor is going to be killed. And instead of doing what we did, you know what they did? They listen, and they listen, and they listen. And now she's not here. That's what they do.
I also want to correct the record because you referred to an awful crime that was committed against a private prosecutor in this country, Miss Dana Seethal, who many of us in here knew very well. And the member for Toko Sandy Grande said that it was picked up on Intercept, the fate that would befall her. And he said it with much confidence. I want to remind the public that happened under a UNC government. That happened in 2014.
This is happening because Trinidad politics, Trinidad Parliament has been reduced to a bus-a-mark session. And it seems this time Mr. Sturge wasn't prepared for his busting of the mark. Or maybe he did bust a mark. Big up to Stuart Young on picking up and for the amazing response. Because there's no way you're boasting with your whole chest and it was your said party that was in power at the time of the murder of Dana Seethal. Sturge was a senator during the Dana Seethal murder. Sturge just confirmed what we suspected all along, that they all knew, and while they was in office from 2010 to 2015, there was a lot of mischief afoot. He revealed that the Trinidad and Tobago government conducts illegal wiretaps. Let's just keep the facts simple. He must be feeling like a total clown right now. How could he forget that Dana Seethal was murdered on May 4th, 2014? The government was UNC. The Prime Minister was Kamla Besessa. The head of the National Security Council was Kamla Besessa. The Minister of National Security was Gary Griffith. The Commissioner of Police was Stephen Williams. One of the alleged murderers was a former life sport coordinator, Raji Ali. The alleged murderer is synonymous with the UNC Senator Anil Roberts from Life Sports. Whatever happened to the investigation that was happening on CNC3 regarding the life sport scandal? I think they stopped on episode 2, and for some reason the third one was squashed. Maybe now is a good time where we could we should bring that back up to the forefront. So the people of Trinidad and Tobago have some questions. Why was Dana Seethal being recorded? Who authorized the wiretap? Who was the judge that signed off on this wiretap? What are the laws in Trinidad and Tobago regarding wiretapping? What are the consequences for illegal wiretapping? Was she tapped? Were her phone calls being monitored because she was investigating the live sports scandal? Where are the recordings? The fact that you recently mentioned it, was it 2 days ago? That should mean that the recordings are in existence because you recently became the Minister of you recently retained your position or whatever your position is. I can't remember right now. It doesn't really matter to me because you're not doing your job. So I don't look at you as a Minister of National Security. So you just became the Minister of National Security. So that means you must have recently come into this information. So where are these recordings? And we understand that the police, the TTPS, could not necessarily act on an illegal wiretap because it's illegal. If this was an illegal wiretap, who are the people that were doing this and why were they doing this, and are there any links to the live sports scandal? Were you trying to cover your tracks by monitoring this attorney that was monitoring you? If you knew you were under the understanding that her life was under threat, why did you still not do anything? And who was the ones that were threatening her life? So if you heard this on the phone, so you must have the contact information for the person that was calling her. So who was this? The people have questions.
So all of them had to answer, I don't know. Police, do your work. Blessings.